And we are live. Welcome to another edition of the Goalpost. Uh, get ready to dive into live action world of sport from the edge of your seat. In-depth analysis. We've got it all covered. Whether you're a diehard fan or a casual viewer, this is your go-to place for the biggest moment, inspiring story, and expert insight from the world of football. Stay tuned as we bring you exclusive interviews, game previews, and everything you need to stay ahead of the world of football. Let's kickstart the excitement. I'm your host, Oluwamayowa. I'm not here alone. I'm also here with a renowned sport analyst, and a lot of people call him T-Man. I don't know the reason why they call him T-Man, but to us in the studio here, his name is Timmy. Timmy, good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, good morning, Lagos, good morning, Nigeria, good morning to you there in the studio. It's an amazing morning. Good to be alive. Good to see so many things I predicted happened over the weekend. I predicted Barcelona are going to drop points. It happened. Predicted Man United are going to drop points. It happened. Well, we go again this week. It's a Champions League football.
That's interesting. There are a whole lot of results, in the APL, and it seems that you know, uh, Brighton, they have the number of Manchester United. What do you think is the issue with Manchester United? One
Uh,
week they give you a particular result, the next week, they leave little or nothing to desire.
right now, Man United just want to survive in the Premier League. Man United are in the relegation battle. They are closer to the bottom than they are closer to the top of the Premier League. And I said it. I said it. Man United will perform better against the bigger oppositions. But when it comes to the smaller oppositions, the teams that play with a bit of low block and all that, then they are going to find it very hard to play against. And we could see what happened. We performed well against the bigger teams, but against the smaller teams that plays the low block, then there will be problem. And that was what happened. And again, Brighton has been beating Man United for only God knows when now. This season, they actually did home and away. They actually did a double against United this season. They have been beating Man United like that. And I think it's high time. We should treat them like a big team now because somebody that is beating you like in 6 games, I think 5 times in 6 games or so. It's crazy.
Well, that's interesting. But in any case, we have a whole lot, to talk about. And as they say, charity begins from home. We start from the local scene. There are reports that you know the Premier League, the Nigerian Premier League, they've withdrawn sponsorship from start time. The Nigerian Premier League football NPFL has encountered a significant challenge following the termination of its 5-year broadcasting deal with StarTime, valued over 1 billion. This development has raised concern about the league's future visibility and financial stability. What do you make of this report, owing to the fact that um, the StarTime has terminated their broadcast deal with the NPFL?
Yeah, I feel it's bad. It's bad for the Nigerian Football League. Is because if Startimes has terminated their contract, then how do people get to watch um the league? I feel they will be working on something. Maybe get a deal with other broadcasting networks and all that. I just feel they can do that because if they don't, it's going to affect the league badly because that is where people can still see one or two players that are performing and people can integrate them into the team and see who is playing well and who is working hard and who is the team that is performing very well. But right now, if it happens like this, how how do we watch it? How? So they need to strike a deal with a broadcasting company. Maybe revisit start time again, or maybe speak to Go TV, because I know South African League has a deal with Go TV and with DSTV, and they are doing very well. So they can do something like that also, so that our league can progress.
Okay, that's fine. Don't you think it's because of if you are investing in a particular brand, you want return on investment. If they had signed a contract of 5 years worth over 1 billion naira, and they are coming right now to probably terminate that particular agreement, don't you think it's because the league is not viable enough to bring them the returns that they expected on investment? I mean, if a sponsor is coming, they would expect that the brand that they are sponsoring gives them value for money. Don't you think that's the reason why um, Start Time is pulling out, since they are not getting return on investment based on what they have projected in terms of profitability?
That's another angle we should look at it from, because if they're not getting return back on investment, then what are they doing? They don't want to waste money. Every penny counts. So yeah, they don't want to waste money. So that's where the Nigerian football, the NFF should really make the Nigerian Football League suitable. They should make it suitable. They should make it uh, uh, enticing for people to watch, people to be at the games. They should try and market it. They should just work on something to entice people to the league. Back in the days, the league used to be very nice. The league used to be very, very lovely. We used to follow it sometimes, and it was very, very lovely back in the days. But now, you could see the league is not really pushing the way it was before. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. So they just need to work on it and work on the security of the players, because if Nigerian league away team hardly wins,
Well, that's true.
away team hardly wins, and it has boiled down to because they are scared because of the security. Because if an away team comes to your ground and win, then the tout and the boys there will win, and then brands can come in and sponsor.
Okay, that's fantastic. Let's move over to you know the transfer. There are news about Nigerian players doing well in Europe, especially Cerezo. Spanish club Leganes has inquired about Rangers striker Cerezo, who has seen reduced playing time recently. The La Liga club, the Serie A club Calgary and Poli too, along with a French like Saint-Étienne, are also reported to be interested. Rangers may consider offer for the 30-year-old forward. What do you think is the way forward for Cyril Desel?
I feel you should move to Saint Etienne. I don't know. Legan is, I don't know. I feel African players perform better in the French league. So he should just move to Saint Etienne. He's 30. He's not getting younger. This is the this is like his last big contract he's going to sign, because after this, then it will be 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, and all, and he goes to Saudi or China to finish up. So this is like the his big contract. He should calm down before signing. But I feel the best place out of all the options is Saint Etienne, or you should just remain as Rangers. But our Rangers is not performing well these days. So I feel you should just go to Saint Etienne. That's where he can perform very well.
Okay, that's what. However, do you think owing to the fact that he's been having issues as regards clubs and the rest of that, do you think he will be able to make it to the national team? Owing to the fact that, remember that currently the Super Eagles team, we are having issues as regards strikers.
We are not having issues with their strikers. We're having issues on strikers performing for the country. No, we have more than enough strikers playing abroad. We have more than enough strikers playing abroad. We are not having issues with strikers. But I don't think he's going to make it to the national team. I don't know. It's kind of a popularity contest in that striking position, and we have the best of the best already. Victor Osimhen, Boniface, and these guys, Sadiq Umar, what's his name now? Paul Onachu. There are tons of them out there. So we have them. We have them in abundance already. I don't think it's going to make it to national team, but of course, it's the coach's choice. The coach can decide to take him along, and it's going to surprise everyone. But he's a very good player, and I feel if he moves to Saint Etienne and plays very well, then Nigeria can look at his side also.
Okay, that's fantastic. Let's move over to the FIFA World Cup club. Jurgen Klopp has been very, very vocal in terms of the expansion of the FIFA World Cup. Remember, FIFA came up with this new format where about 36 teams, or no, 32 teams, will participate in, and Jurgen Klopp, now serving as the Red Bull Global head of soccer, has labeled FIFA's revamped World Cup club as useless, citing concerns over player fatigue and injuries. He advocates for reducing number of matches or increasing squad size to safeguard players' health. Do you think Jurgen Klopp is right saying this?
Yes, yes, he's right. Yes, he's right. The World Club Cup is the expansion has been one of the most useless thing FIFA has ever had. Because I don't know why you decide to make that expansion. I feel it's just because of money. You just want imagine, and Inter Miami is going to the World Club Cup as what? They won nothing. They did nothing. The team that won the CONCACAF whatever, I think is there already. So why is Inter Miami coming in? Inter Miami didn't still win their cup. If they had won their cup, that they got knocked out in the semi-final, we would have said, okay, Inter Miami, this is the reason. So we are just picking teams. Okay, you come and play, and at the end of the day, you say Inter Miami is hosting it. I think it's just for money. It's just a popularity contest kind of a thing. Bring in 32 teams. They already have more than enough matches already. Those players will play the league, the new format of the Champions League, which is more matches for them, the League Cup, the FA Cup. They will go on international duty and play the World Cup. They will play the World Cup qualifiers. They will play Nations League, African Nations Cup qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers. How are they able to do it? In the last in just today is 28 or so.
Yeah, 28.
Today,
Yeah, today's 28.
Today is 28. Within the space of 20 days, these teams have played 4 5 matches, 3 4 5 matches, 4 5 matches, almost all of them. Why is it this much? It's too much. And it still continues like that. I feel at the end of the day, player fatigue is going to set in. Um, Injuries are going to set in. Players are going to drop form. So many things are going to happen, and then you blame the players. Jurgen Klopp is right. If you are going to make more matches, then you should probably give room for team expansion. Because if there are team expansion and there you can sign many more players, and there are more players on the bench, there are more players you can bring into the team. It's more than just 32 or 36 players for a whole season. Then it's better like that.
Okay, that was, but don't you think the expansion brings about more money for the clubs and also more revenue for the players, or is it more? For me, I think it's more of the players negotiating with their parent club in terms of what kind of revenue they want for participating in such game. I think the essence and the reason why a lot of clubs want to participate in this more expanded World Club is more of the revenue that comes with it. Remember, there is a particular FFP that is running, that is more like the football police now, chasing around clubs in terms of you must not spend more than what you are making, and this is the kind of competition that probably show up the revenues of a whole lot of clubs, owing to the fact that some of them are not making so much money as they do in terms of the deals that they sign. Don't you think
Why,
this is more in terms of keeping the clubs afloat?
why do you need to spend more money when you are not making money? It's not to keep the club afloat. It's to damage the club, because if the players that are playing for the clubs get injured, then how are they going to perform? How are they going to play? Now, a Man City that is struggling this period, has a whole lot of injuries and everything. It goes to the World Cup and Erling Haaland gets injured, or Kevin De Bruyne gets injured again. What do you think will happen? Which player does he have on the bench? So that's what I'm saying. Or if Real Madrid goes there, Cavanja is already injured. They are having nightmares at that right back when they face a big team and all that. Imagine they go there and Rudiger gets injured. What do you think is going to happen to their team? Or if Valverde gets injured, Mr. Fix It All, Valverde can fix anything in the team and he gets injured, or Mbappe gets injured, he's on fire right now. What do you think will happen to the team? Or Barcelona gets there and Lewandowski or Rafinha gets injured. So these things it is not supposed to be like this. The games are telling on the players already. The amount of games they are playing are telling on them already. It's killing, and they should reduce it or expand the team, as Jurgen Klopp said.
Okay, that's fantastic. Let's move over to the EPL. There were a whole lot of shocking results, and one of them is Newcastle. Um, Bournemouth stuns Newcastle 4-1. AFC Bournemouth delivered a commanding performance against Newcastle United, securing a 4-1 win. The visitors dominated the match, showcasing clinical finishing and solid defense. There's a particular guy in Bournemouth that has been very fantastic. That is the son of the former legend, Clivert. He scored another hat trick, over the weekend. What do you think, is responsible for the performance of Bournemouth? I remember Bournemouth has been able to dispatch a yeah. Over the weekend, Bournemouth stunned Newcastle 4-1, and you know there's a particular guy in the Bournemouth team that has been very fantastic. He scored another hat trick over the weekend. That is Justin Kluivert. What do you think has been responsible for the performance of Bournemouth, owing to the fact that they've succeeded in, beating most of the top teams in the EPL?
They are just amazing to play against. The way they integrate the passes from defense to attack, the way they make everything look so fast. And Justin Clivert, wow, 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 wow. He has been amazing. Earlier in the season, he scored a trick of penalties, and yesterday, 2 days ago, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. The goal he took from outside the box, immediately he got the ball, he just knew, I want to test this goalkeeper. I want to put it in the top bins, and that was what he did. Amazing player, an amazing player, amazing talent. I'm really happy for him. I'm happy he's playing very well. Kudos to him. I think a big team will come shortly. He has been really, really amazing. And I feel Newcastle, when everybody is thinking, oh, Newcastle are flying, that's when they disappoint, and they play the way they play. But again, I feel they didn't play really so bad, but Bournemouth has just been fantastic. I think in 10 games now they've not lost. They've not lost in 10 games. They've won six and drew four. That's amazing to see. Um, Kudos to them. They're playing fantastically well.
Well, do you think the inconsistency of Newcastle might cost Eddie Howe his job? Because I mean, it's been pretty obvious in terms of the performance. Yes, one week they are doing good, the next week you don't know what you will get from a Newcastle side.
He can't cost him his job because they're performing well. They are in the contention of the top four. At least we'll see what happens at the end of the season. But if they keep playing like this, they might not get the top four. Man City is coming back stronger. They're playing well again. They are gelling together. Even the last game they drew 2-2. I think if Ederson was in the goalpost, the game would have ended 2-1. Ortega's inexperience played the boy away when he was supposed to just keep the ball for a few minutes, take a yellow card for the team, and that kind of a thing. And you could see Pep was shouting at him at the end of the match, and that was why Pep used Ederson yesterday. And if Newcastle keeps playing like this Man City team, they are coming, and the top four is getting stronger, and they are going to drop out of the top four. And if they don't make the top four, then the house just might be in jeopardy. He might get sacked.
Okay, that's fantastic. Let's move over to Liverpool. Liverpool triumphs over Brentford. Liverpool FC continue their strong form with a 2-0 victory at Brentford FC. The Reds control the game with goals from key players ensuring the win. Liverpool left it late. As at I was somewhere over the weekend. I couldn't catch the game from the beginning. But as at 85 minutes, I was already composing what I was supposed to use in trolling, those that support Liverpool around me. Only for me to find out that Darwin Nunes showed up and give a good account of themselves. What do you think about the result in terms of them leaving it late and how Brentford frustrated their effort in that particular game?
That's how you know a team that wants to win the league. A team that wants to win the league, this is how they play. No matter how they didn't really play well. Maybe yes, they controlled it a little, but they didn't play well to the standard of the Liverpool we have seen in recent weeks. So, but at the end of the day, they find a way to win. That is how a team that wants to win the league plays, and that is what they have done. Get the maximum 3 points, no matter how they want to do it. And I think their next game is against Ipswich. I think they are going to win that. So um, I think they are running away already. They are going to play Everton. Everton is flying. Their match, their game in hand is against Everton. Everton is flying, but I think the Liverpool team will win. If they can get that in the bag, that will be like 10 points adrift of the second place. I think it's done already.
Well, do you think, I mean, with that kind of victory that they had, they struggled in that particular game, trying to find form. And a lot of people, if you talk to a lot of fans as regards Darwin Nunes, a whole lot of them usually hand the stick towards him in terms of, his performance. His performance has not been that fantastic. Do you think, the two goals that Darwin Nunes scored in the space of 3 minutes, do you think that'll be a good confidence booster for him in terms of how he proceeds going forward with Liverpool, or to the fact that we are getting into the thick of the season as regards, who ends up winning the league?
Yes, yes, of course. It's going to be a confidence booster for him. You know, Darwin Núñez, he scores the difficult goals. The ones that are a bit difficult, he scores them. You see the goal he scored again the weekend, cutting the player and then smashing the ball into the net. Those are the kind of goals he scores. A bit difficult. He's going to put it away. But the ones that are tappings, the ones that you can just tap in easily, no, he's going to miss it. That's the Darwin that we know. But confidence booster, yes.
So,
Is
so,
he going to
so,
from here onward? Let's see.
so he likes to make things difficult for himself. Um,
Exactly.
do you think it's because he has not been getting, full playing time in terms of his playing time has not been consistent, and probably maybe that might affect his confidence a bit.
No. I don't think that. Even when he was getting full playing time and he was playing week in week out, that's Darwin Nunes we know. Even for Uruguay, at the Copa America, that's what he was doing. He played all the games. Suarez was in the bench. He played all the games. He's going to miss the clear cut chances. He's going to score bangers from outside the box. That's Darwin Nunes. That's how he plays. I just hope he doesn't come back to haunt Liverpool at the end of the day. But I think Liverpool are home and dry already. They are going to win the league, or else because even the teams around, nobody is really trying to challenge, except Nottingham Forest. I don't think Nottingham Forest have the capacity of winning the league. But again, they are comparing the Nottingham Forest of now to the Leicester, the Leicester team that won the league, and this was the same points Leicester was having and Nottingham Forest was having at this point of the season, and they had a team in front of them also. But the team in front of them is different. Last time, I think the team in front of Leicester was Arsenal also.
Yeah, Aston,
This
yes.
this time is Liverpool, and Liverpool have experience on winning the league. There are players in this Liverpool squad that have lifted the Premier League before. That is the problem with us now. They don't have consistency. They don't have the experience. to do it. They don't have the players that have won before to do it. These are players from Liverpool that have won the Champions League, won the league. They have experience, and they're a couple. They are a good team moving forward, playing together. If a Man City was informed, then they would have been in trouble, having the Man City chase them down the line. But it's Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. I think they are home and dry already.
Okay, that's fantastic. Let's move over, to another impressive result. A whole lot of people call it shocking result. Everton edged Tottenham in a 3-2 thriller. Everton FC secured a 3-2 win over Tottenham's Hotspur in a match filled with end-to-end action. The toughest attacking intent paid off, earning them a crucial 3 point. Do you think David Moyes is the savior of Everton? I mean, in the last two games, they've been able to grind out results. The last game, they won 1-0. This one, they were even leading 3-0 before Tottenham come back. And a lot of people might attribute the downfall of Tottenham to the fact that they have about 9 key players out injured. What do you think?
That again because of the injuries and all. But if an Everton side that a is an established low block team of the Premier League is creating chances and chances and chances against you, then that speaks a lot of volume about your defense.
I mean,
Tot-
Calvin Lewin that has been out for about 10, 11 months, even scored in that particular game.
Tottenham defense is in shambles. Tottenham themselves they are in shambles, and I feel their coach might be sacked if he continues like this. But I just hope he can win a trophy. He has already said he always win his trophy in his second season. This is the second season. Is one leg into the semi-final finals of the League Cup already. So let's see what happens. I For me, I just feel Tottenham. I pity Son. I pity Son. He should have left. He's not going to win anything there. Should have just left and go to a bigger club, go to a team where his talent will really be appreciated. Tottenham are in trouble. I think they are in more deeper trouble than United right now.
But the question is, I mean, Tottenham sits on the 15th on the on the log, and you know they are probably in the relegation conversation. However, Ange Postecoglou has stated that he's not going to change his pattern of play for anything, whether they get the result or not. Don't you think this is high time for Ange to adapt in order to be able to get the result? Because at the moment they are battling relegation. I don't think the status Tottenham has built for themselves, they should be in this kind of position at the moment.
They will sack him now. They will sack him. You can't change your clinic on. They will sack him. My United coach, you say you can't change. They will sack him. At the end of the day, all of them they will go because you have to work with the players you have. If the players you have cannot play um, your particular style of play, then you create a style of play for them that will suit the players you have. And when you get to the transfer window and you sell some of them and you buy the players you want yourself, then you can now play your style of play. And that's how a team works. You cannot say if, as the game goes on, you try to integrate another style of play into your style of play so that at least you can win matches because day in day out as you are losing match I don't want to change my style of play, you are drawing match, I don't, you are getting closer to the relegation zone and 3 matches to go, you are in 16th already, 17th, 2 point achieved relegation, and it will now be down to mathematics. If this one win this one, if that one draw this one, and you don't want to be in that situation. So just do the needful, try and win some couple of games, get on a couple of run, and just leave this relegation whatever first. Then you can now talk of style of play and how you want to play and everything, and you can now get more players in the transfer window.
That's fantastic. Let's go to another shocking result. It seems Brighton they have the number of Manchester United. In the last 7 games, Manchester United have only succeeded in winning one game. Brighton stunned Manchester United with a 3-1 victory. The Seagulls' high pressing game disrupted United's rhythm, leading to a memorable win. What do you think is the issue with Manchester United? I mean, week in, week out, the result seems to be getting, much more terrible. What do you think is the solution going forward? I mean, There were no indication that Manchester United were in the game to win. A lot of people have been coming for Onana. I mean, they were a start. The guy in the last 12 years with Manchester United, had 17 errors. Why for Onana in the last 2 years he has committed about 10 errors? What do you think is the solution?
First, the mistake Man United did was letting the gear go. We shouldn't have let the gear go initially. Onana has been Onana has been doing well, but the job of a goalkeeper is keep the ball out of your net with your hands, not your feet. That's the primary job of a goalkeeper. And if you are not doing that, Onana is good, but he's not better than the gear. And a ball playing goalkeeper, a ball playing goalkeeper, what does he really do? What ball does he really play? He doesn't really do that much. He doesn't really do that much. So for me, I think Man United should have kept the gear. Moving on, the way we play yesterday was so annoying. They couldn't string two passes together. Brighton was all over them, and it was from the get go. It was clear as anything else that Brighton are going to win yesterday. It was so crazy, and kudos to the Brighton coach. He attacked and attacked and attacked. He kept on pressing, and they could have even scored more if care was not taken. I just feel overreactions on Ahmad is going to affect Man United deeply because every boy is going to the left wing. Every boy is going to the right wing. Every boy is going to Ahmad. No, it's not supposed to be so. That's overreactions on him. Bruno again, he had a terrible game. Maino had a terrible game. The coach too, I feel the players he selected, Zexi should have come in from the bench again. Oyland should have started. But these little things just affected the game, and I just hope we can win our next match. And that's just it.
Well, do you think there's a need for a Rashford back in that particular team? I
Yes,
mean,
of
we had
yes,
no
of
source. There was no source in front of goal. The midfield was very, very porous, and nobody to be able to, peg back the Brighton defenders.
I feel Rashford should be back in the team. Rashford should play. Kobe Meno should be dropped. Kobe Meno should be dropped. Uh,
Casemiro.
no, Casemiro is not playing. Casemiro, no. Kobe Meno should be dropped. Bruno should drop deep and play where Kobe Meno plays, and Rashford should play. He should partner Ahmad in that number 10 role, and then have a striker up front. That's what they should play. Um, Bruno, the same thing that happened against Southampton. Bruno in that front row is not really playing anything. And when they dropped deep, when Meno was removed at halftime and Bruno dropped deep, you could see how the game changed. And that's just what you should be doing. Yeah, Rashford needs to be back into the team. Whatever that has happened should be overlooked, and let's see a better future for the team.
Okay, that's fantastic. Let's go to the current reigning champions now. Let's go to the current reigning champions now. They had joy yesterday in terms of playing Ipswich. A lot of people thought maybe Ipswich will probably dominate that particular game. However, the reverse was the case. Master showcased their attacking prowess with a 6-0 demolition of Ipswich Town. The citizens were relentless, with multiple players getting on the score sheet. Do you think because Ruben Diaz is back, Man City is back? Because I mean, Ruben Diaz has been missing in all the games they've been fortuning on, and he came back yesterday, and were very fantastic in terms of the result against Ipswich.
Man City is not back. Yeah, and if she's not a good team,
Ipswich is not a good team.
they are not now. If they are, will they be in the relegation? This thing? They are not. Let's not get too excited about the win. It's a good win, yes. It's a good win, but we could still see some some shakiness in Man City. Gillap was running riot in the first 20 minutes against them. He was almost scoring. cutting them. You could see Matthias Nunes laying down flat on the floor. If Virgil has taken his chance, if he should be 1-0 up, even when Man City went 1-0, Virgil was still terrorizing, and you could see the weakness in the City side. The mentality is gone, and issues where they were standing back and allowing Man City to shoot, and allow Man City to shoot, allowing their midfield players to get on the ball. So many teams are not going to do that. So many teams are not going to do that. These days, the way they play in the Premier League is crazy. A Brighton side will not do that. Will not do that to Man City. They are going to man for man. That's how they've been. That's what they've been doing for Man City now. Man for man. Just hold the midfield players, the Brenner and all these guys. They won't be able to pick a pass. Sometimes in the season, Erling Haaland could not even touch the ball in the opponent's box. That's what they've been doing. Again, it's a good win for Man City. Are they back? Maybe, but it's a bit shaky. Let's see what happens in the few weeks to come.
Well, in the last two games, they've been able to secure 4 points, and that has, taken them to the fourth position. They are ahead of Newcastle on goal difference now. Is there a sign that they might still pose a challenge, owing to the fact that they struggled earlier in the season?
Yes. The main challenge for the league is Man City, Arsenal and Newcastle. Arsenal and Nottingham Forest, they are not. So the main person Liverpool is playing against is Man City, because Man City can get on a crazy 10 game run. That's how crazy they are. They can get on a crazy 10 game run, and it is this period they always do it. This
Okay.
period, this is when they always do their winnings and all these runs, all these crazy runs they do. So I just feel Liverpool can string up to five wins, straight 5 wins, and they are home and dry. And Man City can just try.
Okay. That's fantastic. So what's the issue with us now? They drew again against throwing away 2 goals lead against an Aston Villa team. Is it that because of the over reliance on Kai Havertz, or um, because of the lack of depth in the team? That's the reason why depth in the team. That's the reason why they are still struggling. I mean, there's no indication that Arsenal is in the title race at the moment.
They are not. The stubbornness of Ateta will cost them dearly. Ateta has been so stubborn. He is always stubborn. They need a striker. He should have gotten a striker. He did not get. He should have gotten a striker way, 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 way. He did not get. He went to go and get Havertz. You have Havertz, you can get another striker. And Osimhen was begging teams up and down. You should have signed him. You did not. You need a striker. You need a striker. You won't listen. And now again, it's in the news. He's going for Martin Zubimendi. You need a striker. You are going for Zubimendi.
Mendy.
It's how funny it is, and everybody's clamoring. Arsenal needs a striker, and it's how the coach is not seeing the Arsenal needs a striker. And when they play set piece, you could see their set piece coach is trying to pimp players around and trying to do all this stuff. You're not going to win the league with corners.
Well, that's true. Well,
You're not. I said before now. You're not.
well, that's true. Well, let's move to the Italian Serie A. The battle on the top of the league has been very tough. Inter Milan secured a 3-1 victory over Empoli, keeping the pressure on the Serie A leaders Napoli. Nataro Martinez opened the scoring in the 55th minute, followed by a Denzel Dumfries header from a corner in the 79th minute. Marcos Thuram closed out with a goal 10 minutes later. Despite Empoli Sebastian Esposito's reducing the deficit in the 84th minute, Inter now second on the table with 47 points and a game in hand. Controlled the first half but struggled to convert chances. Coach Simon Inzaghi was absent due to touchline ban, with assistant Massimiliano Faris taking charge. The win leaves Empoli 14th place with 20 points. What do you think? Does Inter Milan stand a chance in terms of winning the league? I mean, they are 44
Of course,
points and they have a
it,
game in hand, and they are on the tails of Napoli at the moment, owing to the fact that
it's
Napoli defeated Inter Atlanta over the weekend.
It's a two-horse race already. It's going to be between Atlanta and I said Atlanta, Napoli and Inter Milan. Inter wins their game in hand. I think there will be same points with Napoli. If they win their game in hand, they are going to be the same point with Napoli. It's getting down to the wire. I love this year here, and it's funny how everybody there can still win the league down to Juventus. Juventus have yet they've yet to lose the game, beating AC Milan over the weekend. It was an amazing match. I think Napoli's next match will be Juventus, if I'm not mistaken. Um, the Juventus are yet to lose. They are yet to lose a game. If they get to draw Napoli, then Inter gets to win. Without even the game in hand already, Inter's already closed the gap so well. And after the game in hand, Inter Milan could be leading the pack. If it's a two-horse race now, I don't know. But I see it getting to the last day of the season. And whoever takes it among them deserves it.
But do you think Atlanta is out of the title race because of their defeat
I,
to
yes,
Napoli?
yes. I feel they are out. Atlanta is not the explosive side. They are not there yet. They can't compete for the title yet. I feel Atlanta are going to do well in the Champions League. The team that will beat them in the Champions League knockout rounds are going to be very, very strong. In the league, I don't know. Atlanta they play Como again next. Como beat them 4-0 or 4-1 in the first round. Como they play Como again next, and it's going to be an interesting game. I fear they might lose that game again or draw. And they are not really playing well at this moment. I feel they are going to perform more in the Champions League than the league in this year.
Well, it seems like Sek Fabregas is not playing. I think it's very serious in terms of getting Como to the highest they can get. And they've been very impressive in the transfer market. Signing a whole lot of players and the rest of that. But in any case, let's close out with the La Liga. Let's talk La Liga and probably close out from there. It was an impressive victory for Barcelona, Real Madrid yesterday. Real Madrid showcased resilience by overturning an early deficit to secure a 4-1 victory over UD Las Palmas. The visitors stunned the Santiago Bernabeu by scoring within the first minute, but Madrid responded emphatically. Kylian Mbappe equalized from the penalty spot in the 18th minute, followed by a goal back from Brahim Diaz and another from Mbappe before halftime. Rodrigo sealed the victory in the 57th minute. Las Palmas' woes were compounded by a red card to Benito Ramirez in the 64th minute. Do you think Mbappe is back? And at the moment, Real Madrid sits on top of the log, um, with Barcelona trailing them with 5 points.
Yes, Barcelona is back. Real Madrid is back. Um, this is the Mbappe Real Madrid signed. This is the Mbappe they want to see. The second goal he scored, amazing. Top bins, side-footed, top bins. That is the Mbappe we want to see. Real Madrid are going to struggle against the big teams because of Danny Carvajal that is not available, and I think Ancelotti has not still learned yet that Lucas Vazquez cannot hold on a top player in that wing, so they're going to suffer. But against these small teams, Las Palmas, Leganes, Getafe, Real Madrid are going to finish them. All these like Las Palmas, I think he actually he defeated Barcelona.
Yes, Las Palmas did.
So all these teams they are going to defeat Barcelona. They are going to play all these low block teams. They don't stand a chance against Real Madrid because Real Madrid on a counter shot from outside the box. Valverde, all these guys, they have the quality to finish up teams. And except Madrid is playing Barcelona week in week out, that's when they can be losing. But they are playing all these small teams, they will win. And as they are going, I think they might win the league. I think Atletico even stand a more chance to challenge Real Madrid than Barcelona right now.
Okay, that's fantastic. A shocking result over the weekend. Atletico Madrid stumbles in a 1-0 loss to Leganes. Atletico Madrid suffered a surprising 1-0 defeat to CD Leganes, missing the chance to maintain their lead atop La Liga. The loss allowed Real Madrid to overtake them in the standings. I mean, Atletico has been very fantastic. What happened to Atletico over the weekend? I mean, they
That's what
literally
I'm saying.
they gave the opportunity away to Real Madrid. Real Madrid sitting ahead of them
Remember,
with about 2 points.
2 points.
Do you think there's still a chance for Atletico Madrid, and owing to the fact that Madrid will be playing their Clasico before the end of this month or sometimes early in February?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Atletico have more chance to challenge for the title than Barcelona. Atletico, I don't know what happened against Leganes. Is normal. Sometimes you lose all these games, and they are shocking results. Madrid has lost some games like that. Also, drew some games he's supposed to win. Also, it always happen like that. It's normal in football, but I feel Atletico gave the chance away to Real Madrid, and Real Madrid are now topping. Where Real Madrid are on top, it's hard to come down. It's very, very hard with the way the Mbappe and all these guys are playing. Um, Atletico, I feel they might still win the league. I don't know. It's just between two guys. It's between Atletico and Real Madrid at this point. Barcelona is having tough time beating small teams, and that's just it.
Okay, let's close out with Barcelona. Barcelona were held to a 1-1 draw. FC Barcelona's title aspiration took a hit as they were held to a 1-1 draw by Getafe. The result leaves them 7 points behind leaders, Real Madrid.
Uh,
So,
it's not
I mean, for a team that has been beating everybody 5-1, what happened?
Is that Barcelona's fault?
What's the problem
It's
with
not
Barcelona at
Barcelona's
the
fault.
moment?
It's not Barcelona's fault.
They
I
do
can
well
tell you,
in other competitions when they get to the league.
I can tell you
The small things
categorically,
have one over
I,
them.
I can tell you categorically, Getafe are the hardest team to beat in football.
Why do you say so?
Okay, now this is a team that don't even want to play the ball.
Well, that's true.
They don't want to play. They don't want to play the ball. I watched the match some time ago. I can't remember the exact period now. Getafe passed the ball and they give the ball to the opposition immediately. They pass from first half, pass the ball, give the ball to the opposition, come and attack us. This is a team that don't even want to play. Their Copa del Rey match, they won. They scored in the first 3 minutes of the game. They scored one goal, and after that one goal, they defended the whole 90 minutes. Now they are playing against a fourth tier side, a fourth division side. Their Copa del Rey match. This is their last Copa del Rey match. They played against a fourth division side and they had a deficit in possession. Their possession was 16 point something possession, and the fourth tier side has 80 something possession.
Wow, that's
It's
terrible.
crazy. It's crazy. So they don't want to play the ball at all. They don't want to play. So Getafe are the master of low blocks. So I understand Barcelona might and I said it the last day that Barcelona and Man United are going to drop points because they can't play against a team that plays a low block. And it happened again. Irrespective, I think the only time Madrid are going to win Barcelona are going to win is if they play a top team. If they play Leganes, Las Palmas, all these guys, they are going to find it very, very hard. And that is what is happening to Barcelona. I think they have more chance to even play well in the Champions League than in the league because they get to meet top teams in the Champions League. But in the league, teams with low block, Barcelona are going to be facing a lot of problems.
Okay, well, this makes it a wrap on the show. Thank you so much for joining us, Timmy. It's always amazing, for you giving your insight and your analysis. It's always a pleasure having you on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, and have a great day.
All right, have a